They had your loyalty, your unwavering love, every ounce of care you could offer. And what did they do with it? They tossed it aside like yesterday's news, trading you in for someone they thought would shine brighter, a so-called upgrade. They believed someone else could take your place. But let's be clear, they didn't just leave, they thought they could replace you, walk away as if your devotion could ever be swapped out that easily. They were wrong. So wrong. That new person they chose, they're already tired, struggling, falling. They thought you were replaceable, that anyone could just step in and be you without a hitch. But here's the truth, they can't keep up. They can't match your love, your loyalty, the depth of understanding, the way you gave without reservation. It's cracking at the seams. That new person is frustrated, overwhelmed by the impossible comparison to you, because no matter how much they try, they'll never be you. Your ex thought they were stepping up, moving on to something better, but they left behind something priceless. Now this so-called upgrade is crushed by the very expectations you once met effortlessly. Every time your name slips into a conversation, every little misstep that you never would have made, the weight of their choice sinks in deeper. And your ex, they see it too. But they'll never admit it. No, they'll keep up appearances, faking that everything's fine while regret burns inside, knowing they traded something rare for something hollow. They're stuck now, watching their so-called better choice fall apart under the shadow of who you were. And let's not forget about you, the one they thought they could replace, like swapping out a piece of furniture. They really believed they could find someone who'd love like you, who'd care like you. But people like you, rare. You're too real, too genuine, too loyal, and that can't be replicated. While they're busy trying to mold someone else into a copy of you, you're out there living your life, realizing that you were never the problem. You were never too much, too demanding, or too difficult. They were the ones who couldn't handle the depth of what you brought to the table. Now they're stuck in a relationship built on empty promises, craving the authenticity only you could give. And the one they chose to replace you, they're exhausted, worn down, struggling to live up to a standard that you set without even trying. Every time your ex looks at them, they're reminded of what they lost. Every comparison chips away at the new person's confidence. And that's their karma. Did they ever try to make you feel like you were too much, too emotional, that you were the problem? Truth is, they were never ready for the depth of love you offered. Now your ex is watching helplessly as things unravel, knowing they'll never find another you. You were never too much, they simply weren't enough. They didn't have the strength to hold a love as intense as yours. And now they're seeing the truth, they didn't upgrade, they downgraded. The person they thought could fill your shoes is cracking under the weight of your legacy. Funny, isn't it? They thought they were stepping up, only to end up trapped in a shallow imitation of what they once had. They tried to escape their flaws, thinking a new person would be a quick fix. But all they did was step into a cycle of disappointment. Now they're painfully aware they'll never find anyone like you. They might hide behind smiles, post pictures pretending it's all perfect, but behind closed doors, they're falling apart, watching this replacement struggle to hold things together. And here's the best part, you don't have to lift a finger. Your silence, your absence, that's enough. They're already living in the mess they created, and every single day it only gets worse. Every moment with their replacement is a reminder of what they threw away. A reminder that they traded a diamond for a pebble, and now they're paying the price. They thought they were moving on to something better, but the problem was never you, it was that they couldn't handle the intensity of your love. They ran, searching for something simpler, someone who wouldn't force them to confront their insecurities. But running never solves anything. Now, the same weight they couldn't carry is crushing the person they thought could replace you. And that person, they feel it? The whispers, the comparisons, the realization that they'll never measure up. Every time they fall short, your ex misses you even more. They're trapped in a tightening loop, the illusion unraveling with every passing day. Moving on didn't solve anything, it just highlighted what they lost. And that new person? They're noticing it too. They feel the tension, the impossible standard they're held to. It's wearing them down, reminding them that they're competing with a memory. Your ex may try to tell themselves they're fine, that they don't care, but in those quiet moments when they're alone, they feel it, that hollow emptiness, the ache that a nothing can fill. They might try to distract themselves, but that silence sticks with them. It's part of them now, a constant reminder that they let go of the best thing they ever had. And every day the weight of their decision grows heavier. They thought they could just turn the page, but you can't replace the chapters that built you, the ones that shaped you, the ones they thought they could leave behind. They're haunted by it now, by what you represented, by the loyalty, the love, the stability they'll never find again. Your memory lingers, like a shadow they can't outrun. Each time they see their new partner struggle to keep up, to meet standards they once took for granted, that quiet voice in the back of their mind grows louder, reminding them of what they sacrificed. It's a relentless echo, one they thought would fade with time. But time only sharpens it. Every smile feels hollow. Every shared moment rings empty because they're no longer fooling themselves. They know they lost something real. Something they can't ever reclaim. And the one they replaced you with, they feel it too, the impossible weight of trying to live up to you, of carrying the expectations left behind. They're trapped in the exhausting cycle of comparison, the constant reminder that no matter how hard they try, they're merely a shadow of who you were. It's breaking them down, and every time they stumble, it drives the truth deeper. For your ex, they traded a once in a lifetime for a temporary fix. Their days are filled with reminders. The simple things you used to do without a second thought, those thoughtful gestures, the quiet strength you gave, the way you were always there. Those things can't be taught, can't be imitated. They miss it, though they won't say it. And it eats at them, that knowledge that they had someone irreplaceable, and they let it go for something they thought would be easier. And here's the twist. As they struggle, as they try to force a new beginning, you're free. Free from the weight of trying to make them see your worth. Free from bending, compromising, giving more than you got. You're rising above it, knowing that their decision has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their inability to recognize something real when they had it. The silence they used to shrug off, the space they thought would bring relief. Now, it's a gnawing emptiness that reminds them they were never ready for you. And in the quiet, when they're left with nothing but their thoughts, they know they settled. They know they lost. Because while they struggle to find something that will never measure up, you're out there, thriving, growing, becoming even stronger. You've become the very thing they're desperate to replace but never will. And they'll carry that truth with them, a reminder of the best thing they ever had and the regret that follows them wherever they go.